Welcome to Beyond Flow. My name is Tammy, this is Maria, and we are your hosts. Here with you again for another episode on something that we have found to be an amazing tool that we've used for many, many years. We wanted to share it with you and let you know a deeper meaning into the concept of candles, but this is different. This is about scribing candles, actually carving into a candle, why that's done, what it means, and how it works. So we're going to talk about that today. Be sure if you like our videos to share them with your friends, subscribe to the channel. We're on Spotify now, so you can take a look at us there too. And we look forward to this journey together. So one of the things that we realize when it comes to this idea is that of scribing candles is that people coming into the store aren't just looking for products anymore. Just thinking about this. They're looking for something with a connection. They're looking for something with meaning, and they're looking for something that they almost feel is made for them, personalized. And that's where this concept comes in. Of scribing a candle, personalizing it, and working with those energies. And we have a very sort of specific way that we do it. So we wanted to talk a little bit about what we do and talk a little bit about how it works and
how it began.
Yeah,
and that it's just like everything in our lives. It's not something that we look for. I think it's something that came to us.
Yeah.
And it was in LA. It was through a our spiritual teacher at the time. And very special woman. That's one of the reasons why we decided to open Flow Life in New York. She inspired us. She guided us. And I remember when I was in LA, I was going through some growing pains. And, I remember her saying, I want to scribe a candle for you. And I've never heard of it. It kind of felt a little bit like, okay, is that like something weird, and she scribed it in front of me. She put my name, my mother's name. And then she is from Israel. So she did it in Hebrew. She used some of the 72 names of God, which is in Kabbalah, the 72, that's where it comes from, seals. And it was very much with light and love.
Yeah.
And I remember her saying, you're just going to light the candle for two. And the most important part of, it was a co-creation. She did her part, and then where my consciousness was in the moment of lighting the candle and visualizing what I was asking for.
Yeah.
And so from that moment on, it became a very personal practice.
Yeah.
And then you met her.
And then I met her. And then, and we, she said, I want to teach you how to do it. I want to teach you how to do what I do.
Yes.
Because I think this is something that is important, and you guys are gonna do this.
And for the this is 2009 when this happened. Never thinking that after all these years, I don't know, 16 years, 17 years, ever imagined that I was gonna be sitting here talking about scribing candles, and especially in this setting.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe because I remember her saying, this is important that you learn, because you can help other people, just like I'm helping you.
And for many years, we kept doing it, but we were doing it for ourselves. I mean,
right.
Or our small circle of people. We didn't even have Flow Life. But we stuck with this idea and have carried it on and worked with it continually until, explain a little bit about, there's so many different traditions with scribing candles that, but what we do and how we work with it is we work with the 72 names of God. So that's a technology that is a Kabbalistic understanding that brings in high vibration in every area of life.
And they're sacred names.
Yes.
Correct.
And all with Hebrew letters. And then the Solomon seals, which are also a sacred energy technology that exists. And, they're often, the Solomon seals have often been like amulets that you wear. But we use the symbolism of them in the candles. We incorporate a prayer or an intention or a petition for the individual. And we use their name, we use their mother's name. We follow all of that sacred tradition in it, and so it gets decorated. And we'll show you a candle, but it gets infused with light and intention and really a positive twist, right? I mean, we were talking earlier about how the candles that we scribe, how we use them and not how others use them,
right.
Meaning like when we are working with a candle, this is based on your own intention for your life, whether it's you're looking for love, looking for a new job. I mean, all the same things that we're always dealing with, going through healing crisis or needing someone in your family, needing support or prayer. It's not about manipulating another person's free will.
Correct.
It's not about manipulating what another person chooses to do in their life. This is for the individual. I don't think either of us connect with trying to bring someone's lost someone's boyfriend that broke up with them, bring them back into their life. No, this is not what it's about. This is about the highest and best good for that individual, and we always make that very clear.
And it's just how there are many I want to say spiritual teachers that now we have more access to that, but where they actually talk about the science behind when we write something on a piece of paper, or when we write something, in this case, it's a candle. And one thing I want to say is, for me, the part that I really connect to with the candle is, so it's more of what is the word metaphysical, right? Like metaphysical, when something, or metaphysics. And meta is it's something that it's beyond. Physics, it's something that it's physical. So with the candle, you have both elements together.
Wow.
We work with both elements. The metaphysical, it's the meta, it's the that it's beyond. And if we think about it, I mean, it's beyond the physical.
Right. It's astral.
It's astral.
Yeah.
It's where all the perfection that and we say this almost on every episode, because we're limitless. We just have to believe that whatever it is that we're want to attract, that's the law of attraction, that it's already in that vibration, that it's already in that quantum field, that it's already part of our experience. The most important part is, like you said, it's that you never want to manipulate the free will of another human being.
Right.
That it's always for the highest good. Like when I do the prayer in the candle, it's a very heartfelt, and I do a prayer always with that intention.
Yeah.
That it's always for the highest good. But going back to the actual, when I was talking about the metaphysical part of scribing a candle, I love rituals. I connect with them. I love knowing that, I'm lighting a candle, and it's not always for me, but it's always, or sometimes for a customer, for someone that is going through something. And so we scribe the candle and I light the candle for them, and so the candle is the physical aspect of that.
Yeah.
And when you light the candle, your consciousness, your where your intention is, that is mystical. That is the world that is mystic.
Right. You can't see it.
You can't see it.
Right.
You can't touch it. You can, but it is there. It exists.
Yeah.
That's what prayer is. You're lighting a candle. You go to a church, you light a candle. I think that scribing a candle, and people can do it themselves, you know. I mean, we just do it the way that we were taught. But if you have a candle at home and you want to do a prayer and light it, and you can do that as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's your intention.
Right.
It's a co-creation between where your consciousness is at the moment that you're scribing the candle, and elevating those prayers into the, you know, that's why they say the astral world is not separate from the physical. As above, so below.
Right.
It's one. It's a oneness.
Yeah.
It's just that you and I and all of us are more aware of this three-dimensional.
Right.
But there's a lot of things that are happening around us all the time that we cannot perceive it with the five senses.
Right.
So when we light a candle, it's just visualizing that we are asking and already given in that moment. I remember, and I think you always tell people just light the candle for 2 hours and go back.
1 or 2 hours at a time, right?
You know?
1 or 2 hours at a time, so that you can be consistent with the universe, consistent with your intention. Because when we do something once, it's very easy to go back and feel those old feelings and go back into that area of lack, right? If we do it over and over and over and over and over, we begin to train ourselves to be in that vibration and to begin to feel it, because we need to feel it for it to actually show up in this physical realm.
Right.
But it's like practicing anything. It requires repetition, you know, before you memorize it, like muscle memory and working out or any of that, any kind of technique. It requires consistency. And so we apply that to how we work with anything in this realm so that we can shift.
And then the candle becomes, it's like a bridge.
Totally.
Between the invisible to the visible.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, to the visible to the invisible to the visible. It's a bridge that helps us connect to that realm that it's already. I can tell you that I don't remember once when we were going, or I was personally going through something, and she gave me a candle scribed, and that whatever it was that I was going through, or that I was asking for, or that I needed in that moment, and not things that were superficial, they all came true. And I'm not saying it's just the candle. Obviously, there's prayer,
right?
You know?
But it's, you know, I had made a note that it's about, it's not about controlling the universe. It's not about changing anything. It's about aligning our energy to be in the mode to receive what it is that we're looking for. We really just need to allow. You know, you always say this: if you have a thought, you have a desire, you have something that you want to bring into your life, it's already happened. It happens automatically. It's already created. All we have to do is figure out how to align ourselves
and tap into that reality.
Yeah, tap into that vibrational reality to allow it to manifest in this one, right? But it really does already exist. There's not a single thought. I mean, Esther Hicks always says this. There's not a single thought that you can have, single desire you can have, that's not immediately created by that intention. Now, how do we how do we experience it?
You know what I think? What I think it happens, that a lot of the times when we ask for something, we have the desire, but we don't feel worthy of it. So it's not about thinking positive.
Right.
It's not about being positive. It's not about, being a cheerleader for that. That has its purpose.
Right.
But it's not just thinking positive. It's almost like you have to know that when we ask, when we pray, when we are going through, that our thoughts, first of all, that the thoughts that we have a frequency.
Yeah.
So I can light a candle, and if I don't believe truly what I'm at, that's why I tell people, if you don't feel good, don't light the candle, because your thoughts have that a frequency. Mm-hmm. But we need to feel worthy of whatever it is, whatever dreams we have. We need to feel worthy that we are, that we have the vessel, the heart, the gift, to welcome that desire.
Yeah, and I think that that state of mind is something that comes when we potentially need to retreat a little bit and not have the outside world's thoughts and opinions and limitations and stresses and lack influence who we truly are, what we truly want in our lives. So, even for me, like lighting a candle, it's a sacred moment. It's a stop, be present, be intentional, light the candle and send that vibration out. It's not just light the candle and do the work for me. No, it's really a it's a moment. Like it's a moment to take.
It's almost like the flame, when you light the candle, the flame becomes very symbolic.
Yeah.
Because then the moment you light the candle and you see the flame, for me, that's when it becomes completely, it's beyond the physical.
Completely. Yeah, that's the
path. That is the path. Yeah. That's where it goes. That is where it not to be repetitive again about the metaphysical, but it is. That's when we let go of the physical, and then it goes beyond the physical. Mm-hmm. That's why when people say, "Oh, is that you have a metaphysical store?" It's almost like, let's not. It's almost hidden. Yeah. Don't And I'm like,
a secret.
Yeah, it's like a secret, and it's not. It is actually, I think it was very much in the 80s that word was very like, not
woo-woo.
Yeah, and hidden, and it's not something that
underground,
and now it's something that is, we can understand it.
Yeah,
I mean, even Facebook, it's called Meta.
Good point.
So I think we're more open to it. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's understanding that, and I think everything beyond. I know we're talking about scribing candles, but I think everything that we do can become very metaphysical.
And it's really probably the best way to go about everything that we do. Why not have the influence of the higher perfected realms in our life, or try to function without that? That's a nightmare.
Because it's almost like in the astral plane, it's where it's all perfect, right?
Yeah.
So why not be meta?
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Beyond the physical.
Yeah.
And just have this experience from that consciousness.
Yeah, I agree. So I had read something that I thought was would be interesting to read in this moment. This is from Autobiography of a Yogi, and you talk about this book a lot. So I just wanted to read a couple of...
and that's by Paramahansa.
Yeah, I'm sorry, by Paramahansa Yogananda, Autobiography of a Yogi. So he says, intuition is soul guidance, appearing naturally in man during those instants when his mind is calm. Nearly everyone has had the experience of an inexplicably correct hunch, or has transferred his thoughts accurately to another person. The human mind, freed from the disturbances or static of restlessness, is empowered to perform all the functions of complicated radio mechanisms, sending as well as receiving thoughts and tuning out undesirable ones. As the power of a radio broadcasting station is regulated by the amount of electrical current it can utilize, so the effectiveness of a human radio depends on the degree of willpower possessed by each person. All thoughts vibrate eternally in the cosmos by deep concentration. A master is able to detect the thoughts of any man, living or dead. Thoughts are universally and not individually rooted. A truth cannot be created, but only perceived. Any erroneous thought of man is a result of an imperfection, large or small, in his discernment. The goal of yoga science is to calm the mind, that without distortion it may hear the infallible counsel of the inner voice.
Wow. So the first part is that, can you read that little part again? The intuition?
Intuition is soul guidance appearing naturally in man during those instants when his mind is calm.
So if intuition is our soul guidance, mm-hmm. Here we go again.
Yep.
And if he's saying that we can actually, with our thoughts, being able to connect or transfer our thoughts, not manipulating somebody else's thoughts, but
almost communicating.
Yeah. And that is what prayer to me is, that part. Mm-hmm. Now, intuition is very different, but this is where it's not just a physical, just a physical experience.
Correct.
And I believe deeply that every time we have a thought, every time we have a prayer, every time we have a desire, it is before it's seen, it's already manifested before it is seen in this physical world. We can't ever give up.
Right.
If you're going through a trial, if you're going through, you're going through a breakup, if you're going through something that feels heavy, I'm not saying the only answer is to light a candle, but definitely do something. If it's not scribing a candle, if it's not, but do know that all that you want, that healing to come, that person, that soulmate, that job, it's already manifested mm-hmm. in the invisible world, and it's up to us to bring that so that it can be seen.
And it wants to be seen, and it's so funny that you say to be seen, because I wanted to just show a candle just so you can kind of see. It's maybe difficult up close, but it is fully scribed, and this is definitely a service that Flow Life offers, and it has all kinds of energy around it and in it, but this is a love candle, a soulmate mm-hmm. candle, as an example of one. But when you think about the idea of, should you choose to say have a scribed candle done, I think it is very healing for people, because it becomes so personalized that you get to say that you feel seen. The person feels seen when they have a candle that they know is made for them in their situation.
Yes.
And that's what we've experienced, and why we've continued to offer this service to people.
And if I want to say, I don't think I've ever done this, but I do want to say that if you want to get a candle scribed by us, it is done in a very sacred way, with a lot of respect,
mm-hmm. And a lot of time.
It takes the time if you want to do it conscious. And we choose the candle, the color, the oil. We choose the even the 72 names that we choose. It's done very intentional, and I think the most important part of what we do is that we do it with a lot of love, and I enjoy it to the max, because when someone comes to do a scribe candle, I'm scribing it already, visualizing that person is getting,
and that transformation is happening for that person.
Transformation,
and when you know that kind of intention is put into something specifically for you, you feel it.
Yes,
you can feel the difference.
Absolutely.
And we absolutely love doing it. So we felt like it would be an interesting episode to kind of talk about that and share that side of us and something that we do.
Yes, and if you want your own scribe candle, you can call the store.
Yeah, call the store. Come in.
I think online
you
also
online.
we have online where you can actually request it.
Yeah.
And it's something that, like I said, it's our passion. We do it with so much love, and I can guarantee it that it will definitely transform you.
Yeah, you'll feel it, and you'll have the opportunity to practice the things we talked about today.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. This has been really fun.
Yes, and thank you, and many blessings.
That's good. Did you like it?